أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Assalamu alaikum jamiyan wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you again for joining us for this session. Quranic Arabic level 7, session number 7, which is the last session of this course. Before we continue, you can see so many lives are being lost in the Middle East, the way Palestinians are being killed. So let us begin by reciting Surah Al-Fatiha for them. Also, we lost a scholar here, Said Asad Jafri. So let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha for him and also for this marhum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين أبدا اللهم أخرجنا من ظلمات الوهم وكنا من نور الفهم اللهم افتح علينا أبواب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل. I really hope that last week which I recorded the session, all of you had time to listen to it and understood it. What we are going to do today, we'll look at the verbs since we started because in this level we started verbs. So we'll quickly look at all the aspects of verbs and then get into a new new discussion. No. So let us look at the verb simply first of all, right? We said that at the end of Unit 2, Lesson 2 of our text, there are 13 Quranic verses. For the last 6 verses, see the conjugation. So you can see that if you open Unit 2, right? If you open Unit 2 and Lesson 2, right? So I don't know what is the page number for Sister Mustafa, but I'll tell you here. So go to Lesson 2, right?
Is that present future tense?
Yeah, this is, we're just very quickly looking at it. So Lesson 2, right? And if you see Lesson 2, page, there are here, okay. So we look at the last 6 verses here. So on page 98 in our print, Lesson 2, right? So let us look at the conjugation of the present tense in these verses. So we are just very quickly revising present tense, then coming to imperative, then prohibition, then negation, okay? And then coming to the new chapter, inshallah. So very quickly. So if you see this verses, it is on page 98 on your book. It is just if you open Unit 2, Lesson 2, System of Salat, then it is, if you see after that, not the first page, second, third, and fourth, the 5th page in that unit, there are verses of Quran, right? وَيَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you can say, لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ, right? You can see that there is that لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ, right? Is it لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ? I want you to just very quickly tell me the present tense here. Anybody, any volunteer to say present tense here? Yes, Bismillah.
Salam. This would be لا أعبد ما تعبدون. It would be أعبد. أعبد is the present tense.
أعبد and also
أعبد ما تعبدون. تعبدون.
تعبدون. Okay, so أعبد is the present tense. Which person is this أعبد?
أعبد is the first
person.
yeah, first person.
What, singular or dual plural?
Singular, the first
Okay.
person
First
singular.
person singular. Yes. Okay. And ta'budun.
Ta'budun is you plural. So it's
Second
the
person.
second person plural.
Yeah, plural masculine. Okay. So la'abudu ma ta'budun. Good. So I want you to, we are very quickly going through this what present tense, then coming into imperative, and then what negation, prohibition, negation. We'll come to it. Okay. Afala ta'qilun, right? Afala ta'qilun. Again, you can see afala ta'qilun. So what is the present tense here?
أفعل.
Go ahead. Bismillah. Unmute yourself and start. Bismillah. So what is the present tense?
تعقلون.
Yes, just raise the hand. And who would like to just raise the hand and Bismillah. Okay. Ta'qilun, yes. Which kind of which person is this? Which no? Is it singular, plural? Yes. So Samina, go ahead. Ta'qilun.
This is a second person masculine plural.
Awesome. Second person masculine plural. Yes, good. Next one. وَيَجْعَلُونَ لِلَّهِ الْبَنَاتِ. Yes, Sister Yasmin.
وَيَجْعَلُونَ لَهِ الْبَنَاتِ. So وَيَجْعَلُونَ is a present tense.
Yeah. No,
It
don't
is.
say. Just say يَجْعَلُونَ.
What's that?
Okay. Just say يَجْعَلُونَ.
يَجْعَلُونَ.
The verb is a يَجْعَلُونَ. Why is just conjunction, right?
يَجْعَلُونَ.
يَجْعَلُونَ. Okay, is a present tense.
Masculine third person.
Yes. Masculine third person. And what? First person, masculine third person. Okay, good. And then also singular, plural, dual.
This is plural.
Awesome. So yajanuna is a present tense, third person, okay, masculine. So this is, I want you to just, because this is how we build, no? From past tense, we get in present tense, to present tense, we get imperative, from imperative, we go to know what prohibition and negation, okay? Next one, sawfa ta'lamun. Anybody, you can raise, just Bismillah. What's the, yes, it's not Dania, go ahead.
That would be تعلمون.
Yeah.
تعلمون, that would be the second person plural and masculine.
Awesome. تعلمون second person plural, masculine, good. سيصلون سعيدا. Yes, Samina?
Yes, Launa. This is
Say the whole, سيصلون.
yes, Launa. This is third person masculine plural.
Yes. Say سيصلون. What is سيصلون? What kind of tense is that, سيصلون?
Yes, Launa is soon.
That means it's a future tense.
Future.
Okay. So sometimes it is difficult to know whether present tense is present or future. In this case, we are sure because it is already preceded by seen. Okay. So سيصلون سعيدا, that means this is future tense. Okay. And then it is a third person, masculine and plural. Good. Then next one is لِمَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. Yes, Sister Sabika, go ahead.
So this is takfaruna,
Yes.
and it is second person, plural.
Plural. And
Second person.
second person is plural. One more thing, gender.
It is takfaruna. It is feminine.
Feminine.
Feminine, yes.
Are you sure it's feminine? What makes you think?
So there is a dhamma at the second last letter. It is takfaruna and not takfuruna. تغفرنا.
Takfurna will be masculine, right?
Oh, it is
If
masculine.
takfurna is feminine.
Oh,
right?
sorry. Yes. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's masculine. Good. Okay.
It's masculine.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's fine. So this is what we are doing. That we have looked at this. You can see we are trying to already, mashallah, all of you I can see have reached there. That we are easily able to identify the present tense from past tense to present tense. Very, very good stage. Okay. Now we go to the next slide. Next slide is the following. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to now from past tense to present tense to imperative, the simple imperative. Okay. As we know, we start with Hamza. Okay. So we start with these verses. Okay. So let's start. Fadkhuli fi ibadi. Identify the imperative verb. Very quickly, please, so that we can go next slide. No? Anybody? Anybody can come forward and just raise them and start. No? Yes, Bismillah, Yasmin.
فأدخلي.
So it fadkhuli. Okay. So what is if there is no fad? For what it would be?
I would be أدخل.
Udkhuli. Okay. Now tell me which kind of what? First
أدخلي.
person, second person, feminine, masculine, singular, dual, plural.
Okay, أدخلي is second person feminine.
Second person, good.
Feminine.
Feminine. One more thing. Which number? Quantity.
Quantity is one.
Singular. Okay. Yes. Singular. So
So
it was dakhala, yadkhulu. So it is udkhul. Okay. So udkhuli. It is a feminine is being addressed here. Of course, in this case, it's not a woman. Here it is Allah is addressing who? The soul. The soul in Arabic is nafs, and nafs has a feminine gender in Arabic. Okay, in this way, fadkhuli fi ibadi. Now enter in among my servants. Now, when a person who dies, and when they reach a stage which is a good stage, when his nafs is mutmainna, when the nafs is tranquil, when the nafs is calm, at that time Allah says, fadkhuli fi ibadi. No, enter amongst my servants. Just now we are human beings. So we don't know whether we are servants. We are all claimed to be servants of Allah. But then when a person dies and not even the soul, Allah says, welcome now, you are among my servants. So that's a station, very station, good station. No? Next one, something similar. Next one is Wadkhuli Jannati. What is the imperative verb? Yes. Bismillah.
ادخلي.
Yeah.
ادخلي. That's the imperative to second person. ادخلي.
Yes.
ادخلي, and that's a feminine.
Feminine, again. So in both this case, fadkhuli, vadkhuli, the hamzatul wasl becomes silent, right? Why? Because it is preceded by fa and wa, which already has a haraka, which has a fatha. Are you with me? Because although if it was fa and wa would not be, it would be udkhuli. Fadkhuli fi ibadi, vadkhuli jannat. Not only that, Allah says this to this tranquil soul, this soul at peace, that now be amongst my servants, but enter Jannat. It's very specialized. Right? Good. إِذْهَبَا إِلَىٰ فِرْعَوْنَ إِنَّهُ طَغَىٰ. Yes, Islamina, your question or you're answering?
No, I will answer.
Yeah, Bismillah.
So this is idhaba,
Yes.
and it is dual masculine.
Dual masculine. Which person?
You too.
Yeah. So
Second person. Yeah.
Second person, right?
Second person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And as you know that why it is izhaba and not azaba, uzaba, why it is izhaba? Although there is no kasra there, but we know it should be izhaba. Why? Anybody would like to come forward? It is izhaba, so alif has a kasra there. That Hamza has kasra, izhaba. Anybody knows why it is E and not U or A?
The third letter is fatha, right?
Yes, because because the second letter has a fatha, so what happens?
So
So
alif
Hamza
becomes
takes,
kasra.
Hamza of the imperative verb will take kasra. Okay. If the second letter has a fatha or kasra, then the Hamza of the imperative will take kasra, right? So that's why it is izhaba. Good. Izhala is the well and I hope all of you know the context. This is Allah is telling what Nabi Musa and Ibrahim go to Fir'aun. He is rebel. Innahu tagha. Right. Next one. فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. So where is the what imperative verb here? Yes, Sister Musarat?
It's kula.
Very good.
Kula. So it's he's talking at the commanding at the second person dual masculine.
Good. It's just continuation. You can see even ayat.
Yeah.
Right? If you see the ayat, that was 43, this is 44. So the command of Allah continues. So when you now go to Fir'aun, talk to him with leniency, don't be harsh. Talk to with the gentleness. In spite of that, he is proud, he is haughty, he calls himself as I'm a great Lord. But even then Allah says, try to be lenient, not lenient. Yes, good. Ya Maryam uknuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'arrakin. Ya Maryam uknuti li rabbiki wasjudi warka'i ma'arrakin. Yes, so which are the imperative verbs here? Yes, Sister Yasmin, go ahead.
Uknuti,
Uknuti, good.
singular,
Mhm.
feminine,
Feminine, asan. Second person.
second.
Next one. Continue, same ayat.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yasmin, continue, yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Warka'i, warka'i,
Mhm.
and it's the same thing again. It is second person, feminine.
Yeah. What if the word was not there? What would Hamza take?
So Hamza would take irka'i.
Good. Before that, you missed one more.
Wasjudi.
Yes, was Judi.
So this would be usjud.
Was Judi, Asan, because Jim is Dhamma. Very good. So you can see, right? It is a good revision that now you know present tense, you also know imperative tense, and you can very clearly identify. Good. Next one. Fattakullaha mastata'tum wasma'u ati'u anfiku khairan yanfusikum. Fattakullah mastata'tum wasma'u wa ati'u wa anfiku khairan yanfusikum. Yes. Start identifying the imperative verbs. Yes, Sister Samina, go ahead.
Fattaku.
Mhm.
Fattaku.
Fattaku. Okay, good. If there is no fa, what it would be?
Attaku. Ittaku.
Ittaku, yeah.
Ittaku.
Keep in mind that in the imperative verbs, Hamza never takes fatha. Hamza only takes dhamma or kasra. Are you okay? Ittaku, good. Ittaqullah. No. You will find every Friday the Imam of the Jummah prayers reminds us, Ittaqullah, fear Allah, have taqwa, have parhezgai, right? Every Friday we are reminded, Ittaqullah. This is where it comes from Quran. Ittaqullah, yes. Mastata'tum. Wasma'u wa ati'u wa anfiku khairan anfusikum. Next one, in the same ayat.
Wasmu.
Wasma'u, good.
Atiu.
If it is not wow, is not there. If wow was not there, what would it be? Isma'u, good. Ismu, second person, masculine, plural. Next one.
Atiu,
Atiu, yes.
second
Atiu, yes.
person masculine plural.
Good. And then
Anfiqu,
anfiku again, yeah.
second person masculine plural.
Awesome. Very good. So it's a good revision. I can see that. Ya ayyuhan nasu, ya ayyuhal lazina amanu, kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum. Washkuru lillahi in kuntum iyyahu ta'budun. A beautiful ayat, one of my favorite ayats. You can see, ya ayyuhal lazina amanu, kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum. All those who believe, eat from the good things, from the present things, what Allah has given you risk. Right? Washkuru lillahi. And thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In kuntum iyyahu ta'budun, if you worship Him. Those of us who sit at the table and don't thank Allah, forget to thank Allah, is actually shows that we are not worshiping, because Allah says, in kuntum iyyahu ta'budun. If you are surely worship only Him. So if we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is necessary that we thank Allah. So which are the imperative verbs here in this ayat? Yes, this is Rishad.
It's Kulu.
Very good. Kulu,
Means
yes.
eat, and it's second person plural.
Very good. Second person plural, kulu, very good. And masculine, yes. Next one.
Then washkuru is thank Allah. So that means that's again all of you thank Allah. So it's second person plural, masculine plural actually.
Good. If there was no wow, what it would be?
Ush, I think ushkuru.
Awesome. Correct. No, you're right. Correct. Ushkuru.
Okay.
Again, you know why we get ush, right? Because the second letter kaf has dhamma. So ushkuru. Very good. Yeah. Next one. So that's fine. That's two. Okay. In kuntum ta'budun. That's fine. So this is it. Just two. Yeah. So kulu and washkuru. Right. It is important that every time we eat, we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this was a good revision of present tense and also imperative verb. Any questions so far in these two things? Anybody have any questions? You understood I'm glad, that you understood the past tense, present tense, and the simple word imperative. That's very good. Now we go to the next slide. So lesson 4, right? We prefix the letter li to the third and the first of the mudari, right? The last letter in the third person singular and the first person singular. So this is it. Now you give an example. We prefix the letter li to the third, now because all this time when you were doing what you can see, it was all the time you were doing was the second person, right? Now we are talking of using the first person and the third person. So it is, for example, when you want to use third person, that means if you want to make it, if you want to order yourself or somebody who is not in your presence, so third person, then we are going to add li. Okay. And I don't know if Shirazbai is here, but he was right. Shirazbai was telling last time that this is similar to Sanjungti and all those things. So yes, if you have this book, which also we mentioned there in the bottom. So this is, in those books we are doing lessons 23, 24, and 25. It is subjunctive, jussive, and imperative. But what our author, with the book which we are using, the Quranic language made easy, our author, she is a Hafiz of Quran. She wants to avoid using these difficult words, subjunctive, jussive, and all those things. Right? She tries as much as possible. Number two, those difficult concepts where she has come, this person, Abdul Wahid, has combined a number of things. For example, she has separated them as different lessons. This is the only difference, but we'll come to it. So, for example, kataba, right? Kataba is he wrote. Yaktubu is he writes. So it is mudare. Now, mind it here, we can say we prefix the letter li to the letter mudare. You can see I often write here mudare. I don't say present tense. Why? Anybody knows? Why don't I say that? No, we prefix the letter li to the third and first person of present tense. I say mudare. Yes, Mr. Risha, Dania?
It's because you want us to remember the name in Arabic?
Okay, and what else? What is the reason? Why am I not just saying simple the present tense instead of mudare? because mudare has what? Both present and future.
Future.
Okay? That's why, yeah. So whenever I say mudare, it applies to both present and future. If I were to write present verb, present tense, you may confuse that, no, then there's different rule for future. No. When you say mudare, in Arabic, Arabic has simple. They say either the action has been done or will be done. Simple as that. So has been done is past. No, is being done or is going to be done is not done, present. So mudare. So either there is madi or mudare, right? So when you say mudare, keep in mind every time you find in my notes the word mudare there, I take trouble to write mudare instead of. It's easy for me to type just present instead of again changing the keyboard and changing to Arabic and write mudare. You'll appreciate that it's not easy for me to type. No? But in spite of that, I do that because keep in mind that when we say mudare, we are referring to both present and future. Okay, keep in mind. So kataba is mudare is yaktubu. Now yaktubu, that means he writes. Now you want to tell that he must write. He has to write. You want to tell your son, you want to tell your spouse, for example, you want to tell your brother, right, that he has to write. So here will say yaktubu in third person becomes liyaktub. Liyaktub for make sure liyaktub, that he has to write liyaktub. And of course, two person will be yaktubani liyaktuba. Yaktubuna liyaktubu. Yes, Isudania?
I don't remember last week somebody asked a very good question and I forgot the answer about, with the third person and you're giving them a command and they're not there. I'm confused about that one.
What is the question? Sorry, third person?
Yeah, because we're giving here a command of a third person.
Yes.
And they're not there. Like I'm just translating it into English. Like it's always a you, not he. Like we say he must do,
then
but
you can
we
say
don't.
she has to write.
Oh, okay.
Liyaktub means he has to write. Liyaktub, he has to. For example, let's say your son or your brother is not nearby, and then say that make sure that when you travel, reach Montreal, you have to write to me that you reach, right? So to give that kind of command, since the person is not in front of you, you will use this liyaktu. That make sure that you write. So that is third person command. Then of course the same comes to dual, liyaktuba, and then liyaktubu. So what has happened? Yaktubu, here is the present yaktubu, okay? What we do is that this year, it remains as it is. Yaktub, li, we just add li, unlike previously. In previously, we used to remove ta, right, and put what hamza, right? Uktub, we say. Here, year remains there still. We just add li, but the only difference is that then after adding li, the ba dhamma will become ba sukun. Okay. And this is what, of course, this book, for example, discusses this thing under subjunctive. Subjunctive is, for example, when you're majzoom and all those things, right? So they uses all this kind of terms, subjunctive and what you and all these things. She has tried to avoid, our author, she has tried to avoid. And I like that, as much as possible, let's not bring any technical words, as long as you understand the concept. Okay, for example, there are people who learn the language of the science of tajweed, right, to read the Quran correctly. But there are people, for example, they are taught reciting Quran, and they are very sharp. They listen very clearly to their teacher and follow it without even knowing the rule. And you'll see that they're doing it correctly because they've followed. So depending how it is. So this is it that as long as we understand the concept without those difficult words, it'll be fine. So yaktubuna, that means they are writing. Mudare, plural. Now you will say they have to write. Yaktubu, for masculine plural, okay? So that is third person. Now coming to the first person is aktubu, I write. So it's aktu, I must write, I should write, for example. When I reach, for example, Montreal or Vancouver, I should write to my wife, informing her that I am fine, I've reached, right? It is my duty. So that is, for example, first person when you say. And then, of course, naktubu. Naktubu is we write, and linaktu, for masculine dual plural. So this is now, for what we did was imperative second person. Now you're talking imperative third person and the first person, okay, masculine. The next slide is similar. It's only slight change, and that is that. Sorry. This is now feminine, right? Same thing. So now feminine, the second person, feminine will be in third person will be taktubu. Kataba yaktubu for him, taktubu for her. Taktubu. And if you want to write, she has to write, my sister has to write, my wife has to write to me, then litaktu, taktubani. The two of them have to write. It is of course similar that because the dual is same. So taktubani, taktuba. What happens in this taktubani? Nun kasra disappears, just a taktuba, and we add lam in all this case. Lam is added, right? And yaktubna, third person. No, they write. They are writing or they will write yaktubna. The sisters will write, or sisters will write or are writing. You say yaktubna. So you just take the same one and just add yaktubna. There is no other difference. It remains as it is. In this case, for example, Dhamma becomes sakin. In the second case, dual, the nun disappears. In the third person, subhanallah, yaktubna. If you want to just say the sisters have to write, just add yaktubna. So it is, the pattern is not same with all the cases. This is the difficult part of it. But inshallah, once you understand the concept, it will be good, inshallah. At this point in time, of course, what is important, because we are learning Quranic Arabic, that when we read the Quran, we understand what's happening. That's most important, that you understand what's happening, that so we can understand. And then naktubu, first of all, aktubu, this will be same, right? Aktubu and naktubu will be same, because as you know, that usually first person is always same for masculine. So this is masculine, for example, aktub, yaktub, naktubu, yaktub, masculine, and also the same with feminine. Aktubu, liaktub, naktubu, liaktub. Because as you know, first person, there's no difference between what masculine and feminine, same gender. So this was lesson 4, very quickly revised, which last week I discussed in detail. Any questions as far as this is concerned? We revised lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. Good, okay. So we go now to the next slide, okay. Now here I want now you, please, all of you participate as much as possible. So this was the table. Now you understood the thing, for example, Samia. Samia is what? That he hears. Samia. His present tense is yasma'u. Tasma'u for a feminine and asma'u for masculine, for first person. So yasma'u, third person masculine. Now you can see there is no second person. Why is second person not here? Anybody knows why second person is not in this table?
Because we already had this imperative.
Exactly,
Face
yeah.
to
We
face.
did a second person using what? Hamza, right? We dealt with second person by adding Hamza. Now we are just dealing with third person and the first person by adding lam, right? Li, good. Thank you. So yasma'u will become liyasma'. Yasma'ani become liyasma'a. Yasma'una become liyasma'u. Are you all with me? There is third person masculine. Now third person feminine. Tasma'u, she hears. There's a present tense. Singular imperative. Tasma, she should hear. Tasma'ani, the two sisters are hearing. Tasma'ani. Tasma, both of them should hear. Yasma'ana, women are listening. No. Usually, every time we have to tell them, please listen to the majlis, please listen to the majlis, no, listen. So here, at least, yasma, they're listening, right? And then we say, liyasma'ana, they should listen. No? Asma'u, li asma, nasma'u, li nasma, of course, nasma'u, this dual and plural is same. So this is the pattern, okay? Now, try to keep this. You can open your book. No, the pattern is something similar is there. Let me open which page we are talking on. Lesson 5, I think. So let me go to, yeah. So imperative verbs, yeah. So this is there. of course, the similar it does not appear, but they just show how it is done. So on page 104, it just shows, right? The last one, the effort. So keeping that in mind, keeping this table in mind, now I want you, I've taken 5 verbs. You can repeat. If each one of you can try to, make a similar table for another verb, okay? So which are the verbs? Here it is. You can choose any one. It is قعد, ضرب, خرج, درس, فعل. These are 5 verbs. And we are, I think, 10 people, so each of can take one, example, and see if you can complete the table. So قعد, I'll start with the first one. قعد is to sit, right? If you start from the right, قعد. ضرب is to hit or to strike. خرج is to exit, to come out. درس is to study, to learn. فعل is to do, right? To do an action. So قعد يقعد. قعد تقعد for sister. قعد أقعد for myself. Now, can somebody tell me singular imperative for قعد? Yes, Bismillah, Sister Yasmin.
ليقعد
Liyak,
عد.
why ad? Why did you
Oh,
change?
sorry. ليقعد, sorry.
Very good. Liyakud. Ahsan. Liyakud. What about for feminine?
ليقعدي.
Liyakudi.
Udi,
Liyakudi.
sorry.
Liyakud, liyakudi, right? Because there's
Yeah.
yasan. Liyakudi. Yes. And then first person?
ليقعد,
First person.
the first
Singular.
first person. Oh,
singular.
okay. ليقعد.
Liakud.
ليقعد, okay. And
Okay,
لنقعد, and then
Yeah.
لنقعد.
Don't confuse that second person ukud with that. No.
Yeah.
It is akudu. We'll just put liakud. So we'll just put, as you can see here in previous. Okay. Here it is. You can see asma'u li asma. You see. So the same thing is asma'u there, except that the dumma disappears and ain sakin comes. I've forgotten to put ain sakin here. They should be on second. So asma'u li asma. Okay. So yasma'u li yasma. Tasma'u li tasma. Asma'u li asma. Okay. So now we go to ka'ada. Dual present. Okay. Anybody will try to take dual? First of all, try to find present. What is the present of dual? Yes. Ka'ada, what is the present tense? Masculine?
قعد يقعد.
Present tense for dual.
Oh, for the dual. Okay. So for the third masculine, that would be ليقعد.
Present tense. Present tense
Oh,
will be
sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, this dual. You're saying dual. ليقعد for the masculine.
yakudani. Present tense. We are not talking imperative, first of all. First of all, do this. You can see this is first, second, just the third column. First, it's very important that before you come to imperative, try to do present. So the present tense of ka'ada dual is what?
يقعدان.
Yakudani, asant. And
Okay.
female will be
And female لتقعدان.
takudani, okay?
Yeah.
And then what?
First
Person?
first person dual.
Yes.
نقعد.
Nakot, very good. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is the present tense. Now we come to imperative.
Okay, so for the third masculine, that would be ليقعد.
Dual now.
So sorry, my gosh, sorry.
Just in dual.
ليقعدان.
Very good.
Okay, and then
Yakuda, itakuda,
لتقعدا, and then لأقعد.
liakud, yeah. Liakud.
liaqud.
Still liakud, okay?
Yeah.
So again, first of all is yakudani, third person masculine dual. Takudani, no, third person feminine masculine dual. First person akudu. right? Because sorry, naqud. So then we say liyaquda, litaquda, linaqud. Okay, dual. Now we come to plural present. Ka'ada. Yes, Sister Sabika. Plural present, third person, third person, masculine, feminine, and first person.
يقعدون
Yak,
يقعد
yak, what
أدون
are the
يقعدون
yakuduna?
يقعدون
Huh?
يق يقعدن
Yakudna,
and نقعد
nakudu.
نقعد
Nakudu. Still
نقعد
is, don't change adu, no? Nakudu is still dhamma, right? Nakudu. Akudu, nakudu. Good.
yeah
Now
yeah
come to imperative.
imperative لي يقعدوا
Yes,
ليقعدوا
liyakudu. So the
لي
noon disappears. Liyakudu,
yeah yeah ليقعدوا ليقعدن
liyakudna. Yes. You can see
and
there is no, noon doesn't disappear. It stays as it is,
yes
right?
yes
Liyakudna. Very good. Yes.
yeah and then we just add لي ليقعد ليقعد
No.
لي
First
ليق
person plural.
first person so we don't add لي here oh sorry
We add li.
اقعد اقعد
No, you
no
are confusing now with
sorry
second person. This is the first person.
first person
We should sit.
shouldn't we add لي
Yes. And then
لي and لي
linakud.
نقعد لي
Yeah.
نقعد yeah
Yeah.
sorry
So, okay. So just take from this. That's why I said do the present and then from present jump into imperative. So this will
right
be, for example, no, yakuduna liyakud. No,
ليأخذ yes
yakudna liyakudna. Right?
right
Nakudu linakud. So in this first person, Dumma disappears and Sakin comes. Wakudu nakud. Okay. So that was Qa'ada. Now we look at Daraba. You can do, for example, third person masculine throughout, or you can do singular, third person masculine, feminine, first part. However you want to do it. You can go, for example, horizontally or vertically.
Are we doing the last one?
Daraba, yes. Yeah, we want to do Daraba, Kharaja, Darasa, yeah. I want you to master this thing, no? So we are over there. Then we close lesson 4 completely and get to lesson 5. So we did Qa'ada, now we do Daraba. We did also, before that, we did Samia, right? This is Samia, Yasma'u, right? Then we just did Qa'ada. Now I want you to do Daraba or Kharaja or Darasa Fa'al. Anything you are comfortable with.
Okay. I'll try
Bismillah, yes, System Sarah.
Daraba. So first one, two.
So I'm doing horizontally or vertically.
I'm going this masculine first.
Vertically?
Third masculine, yeah.
Yeah, vertical, okay. So Daraba, singular present tense, masculine.
Singular present tense will be yes, yadrabu.
Yadribu.
Yadribu.
Yeah.
I will become read.
So here it is. Let me tell you. If you see page 101, because your page, if you go to lesson 3, just the second page, lesson 3, at the bottom. Daraba yadribu. Okay? Daraba, so it be yadribu. Daraba yadribu. Okay. So yadribu is singular. What about feminine?
The third person.
Third person feminine?
Tadrabu.
Tadribu
Tadribu again.
is a kasra. Why you are changing? Tadribu, yes. Yadribu, tadribu, yes. First person,
First one will be Adribu.
adribu.
Yeah, Adribu.
I beat or I strike. Adribu. So yadribu, we are just, this is what we are answering is just still present tense, which we have done. It was lesson 2, right?
Mhm.
We want to go from present tense to imperative. No? So daraba, yadribu, tadribu for feminine, adribu for the first person. Okay. Now we come to imperative.
Mhm.
He has to strike.
Idaribu. Idaribu, right?
Liyadrib.
Yadrib. My God.
See, I think you're having
So we
problems.
don't
See,
put the
this is
yad
actually,
here.
see, here it is. See, form the
Yadrib.
yaktubu, liyaktub, right? We are talking of feminine, then taktubu, litaktub, right? So we take a present tense and then enter li and remove dhamma, right? You can see
Yes.
yasma'u liyasma, tasma'u litasma, asma'u liasma. Okay. Now the same thing. Okay, I'll keep this easy. Okay, I'll make it easy. I'll just keep this table. Okay.
Third feminine will
Okay,
be
I'll keep table in front. Now you do daraba. Use this pattern to do daraba.
this pattern. Okay. Yadribu.
Yadribu,
Tasribu.
tadribu,
Tasribu. Tas.
adribu. Okay, good. Next column.
Yasma. Liyadrabu. Liyadrabu.
Liyadrib.
Yadrib.
See, there is sukun here. Do you see? The
Yadrib.
moment you come to imperative, dhamma is lost and sukun comes. Yadribu, liyadrib.
Okay.
Tadribu, litadrib. Adribu, liadrib. Okay.
I'm getting confused with
Do you all
the
understand?
okay.
That's why I said yesterday that we are going to revise this thing, please. So next one now, dual
Okay, this is Yadrib.
present,
Yadrib. Redmi an.
what is dual present?
Yadrimani.
Yadribani asant. Then
Das
third person feminine,
Ani. Das mi ani.
tadribani,
Das mi ani.
yeah, tadribani, and then
Nasma'u.
first person dual,
Nasma becomes the nadrib.
nadribu, nadribu. You are still present as nadribu. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting
yadribani, tadribani, nadribu. Okay, this was present tense. Now go to imperative.
yes. Ma'a. Yes, ma'a. So yes, mi'a.
Liyadriba, very good.
Litadriba.
Litadriba, mashallah. Yes, good.
Linas.
Linadrib, asant, linadrib. Okay. Do you see this thing? Now the last one. Come to now plural. First of all, find the present tense. Okay.
The word is daraba, right?
Yes.
Rabuna.
Yadribuna,
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma'ana.
you're doing daraba.
Yes, ma'ana. Yadarab.
Yadribna.
Ribna, right?
Yadribu, yadribna.
Yadaribna. and Nadr Rib.
Nadribu.
Oh,
Nadribu.
Nadribu.
Yeah. It's same as dual. Yeah. Nadribu. Asan. Now come to imperative.
Ayalah. Yes. Becomes Ribu.
Liyadribu asan.
Yes. Becomes Mauna. Yadmiuna.
Liyadribna.
Yadribna.
Liyadribu. Liyadribna. For sister. Liyadribna. And then first person.
Ninad.
Plural. Linadrib. Yudrab. So I can see that people are still having no. Once you master the present tense or mudare, then it becomes easier. But you have to master present tense. Okay. So yes, dara was done. Now anybody would like to do darasa?
Thank you.
Yes, Sister Daniel. Let's start with darasa. Bismillah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do vertical. Yadrusu. Sorry, can you remove it for me? I just wanna. Can you just do
Remove
the remove? Yeah, just do the
Yeah,
other
sure.
slide. Yes, yes.
Okay. Bismillah.
Okay. Bismillah. Yadrusu, tadrusu, adrusu.
Very good.
Singular imperative. ليدرس, لتدرس, لأدرس.
MashaAllah. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
Next. Dual.
Dual present. يدرسان, تدرسان, ندرس.
Very good.
Dual imperative. ليدرسان, لتدرسان, لندرس.
Sorry, what is the third person? Sorry, imperative dual. Third masculine, third person masculine.
Third person. ليدرسان.
Without noon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
ليدرسان.
Okay.
Okay. And the plural present, so the plural present, يدرسون, يدرسان for feminine.
No, yadrusun.
Yeah, يدرسون. I just forgot what the other one was for the feminine, third
Yadrusna.
feminine. يدرسنا, thank you. So يدرسون, يدرسنا, and ندرس.
Okay.
And the plural imperative, ليدرسون,
Yadrusu.
ليدرسوا. Okay, so there's no N there. ليدرسوا, لتدرسا.
No.
No. Okay. Oh, sorry. ليدرسنا.
Very good.
Okay. And لندرس.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm glad. At least you're trying. See, it is not easy to understand, but this is what
Yeah.
I want you to practice, all of you. If you can do this, then very good, because then you understand both. You're understanding the conjugation. You're understanding that how you are traveling. You already know how to travel from past tense to present tense. Now you're moving from present tense to singular imperative, right? That's what we are doing. So if you understand that concept, very good. So we did darasa. Anybody like to do kharaja or fa'ala? Yes, it's Sabika. Bismillah. Oh, this is Sabika and Yasmina. Okay, so one of you can do kharaja, one of you do fa'ala.
Okay.
What do you like, Sister Sabika?
Fa'ala.
Fa'ala. Okay, Bismillah.
The singular present.
Mhm.
Fa'ala. Fa'alat.
No. Just present tense.
Just present tense.
Singular present tense.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sure. Singular present is yaf'alu,
Yes.
taf'alu,
Mhm.
af'alu.
Very good. Next one, singular imperative.
Singular imperative. Li yaf'al,
Mhm.
li taf'al,
Mhm.
li af'al.
MashaAllah. Yes. Dual present.
dual present is naf- it is yafalani,
Very good.
tafalani,
Mhm.
and I don't know the first
Naf,
person.
nafalu.
Nafalu,
Yes.
yes, sorry. Nafalu. And then dual would be li yaf'ala,
Very good.
li
Yaf'ala without nun. Yaf'ala, yes.
taf'ala,
Itaf'ala.
and li naf'al.
Very good. Now plural.
And plural, yaf'aluna,
Mhm.
yaf'alna,
Mhm.
naf'al.
Very good.
And imperative would be li yaf'alu,
Mhm.
li yaf'al, li yaf'alna,
Mhm.
li naf'al.
MashaAllah. Good. Very good. Yes, Sister Yasmin, you do not finish with
Yeah, I'll do
Darasa?
it. I'll,
With Kharaja?
Kharaja, I'll do horizontally.
No worries, no
Horizontal.
problem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do the present tense. So kharaja, yakhruju, yakhrujani, yakhrujuna. Takhruju, takhrujani, yakhrujna.
Mhm.
Akhruj, nakhruj.
Good. Okay,
And
now
now,
imperative.
liyakhruj, liyakhruja, liyakhruju.
Very good.
Litakhruj, litakhruja, liyakhrujna.
Very good.
Liakhruj, linakhruj.
MashaAllah. Very good. Good. So you can see that you have picked up, all of you now. It's very good. Some of you are having a little problem because the problem lies that you are still having problem in finding present tense before coming to imperative. But good. MashaAllah. That what you have answered these things, so we have covered very well. Now all of you, I think we have covered up to levels 1 to 4 very well. All the past tense, the present tense, single imperative, and no, the imperative for the third person, first person. We have covered. Now we go to the next lesson, okay? And that was we started lesson 5. But before that, I hope all of you read this thing. That this is our last session of this particular course level this 7. I want a commitment from 9 to 10 people of you, and then inshallah I will then send you possible dates when we can start. No, within a week or two when we'll do all them. Up to now we've got only 2 commitments. So we want more commitments. So either you can text me or email me, or even Brother Ali is here. You can let him know that he will contact me. Okay, so keep in mind. Second thing, of course, we had promised that anybody who attends 5 sessions or more, so let us know, should we refund you the same what card you used, or you like to use it as donation. Whatever is your wish, you'll get it. Okay, so let that be known, inshallah. So we go now to the lesson 5. Okay, this is now what we are doing is nafi. Up to now we have done past tense, present tense, simple imperative, and the imperative using third person and first person. Okay. Now nafi. So there are 2 kinds of nafi. One is just, for example, nafi, that means no, you prohibit, don't do it. No. Or nafi can also mean that you don't do it, but not as a prohibition, just as a negation. So, for example, you tell your son, don't do it, or the son himself says, I don't do it. So when you say I don't do it, that is not an imperative. That's not a prohibition. That is just negation. That I don't do it. I never, for example, let's say inshallah is correct. I never lie. Okay? It's a claim, but I never lie. So that's not a command. I'm saying I never lie. That means I'm just informing it's a negation. But no, I want to say that somebody says no, you should not lie. So you should not lie. That is a prohibition. So there's a prohibition, there's a negation. That's what we are going. Okay, so keep in mind, there is prohibition. So this is it. What we say that when you come to prohibition, that means when you prohibit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala often prohibits us from doing certain things. It's often in the command. Don't do this thing, right? In Arabic, this is done by adding the word la before the present. The i'rab of the present tense will change to sukun in most cases. and the noon will disappear in other cases. For example, yaktubuna, yakhrujuna, that noon disappear. Now, keep note, if we would like to just say that you do not do certain action, we simply add la to mudari. This sukun will not change or noon will not disappear. So, for example, la taf'al, don't do it. No, la af'alu, I do not do it. No, so I do not do it. That means you can see la af'alu with the whole af'al with there. La taf'al, taf'alu, that already loses that dumma to sakit. So kharaja is to exit. La yakhruj. Again, of course, this is when it comes to prohibition. Prohibition will be not all the first, second, third person, second person, first person. No. So la takhruj, la yakhruj, la yakhruj, la yakhruja, la yakhrujun. What is happening? It was yakhruju, became yakhruj. It was yakhrujani, la yakhruja. Okay, la yakhruju. No, they should not come out. Now, if you want to say that no, they don't come out, not as an order, not as a prohibition. You just want to say that they don't come out. There are people who don't come out. So say la yakhruju. No, Ali la yakhruju. Ali does not come out of the class when the class is going. La yakhrujani, la yakhrujuna. So see the difference. La yakhruj is a prohibition. La yakhruju is just a negation that he doesn't do it. La yakhruj, when you are prohibiting, la yakhruj, la yakhruja, la. So la yakhruja, la yakhruj, la takhruj. No, third person, feminine. La takhruj, la takhruja, la yakhrujna. You can see. Only la comes there. Then, of course, second person, masculine. La takhruj. La takhruj, don't exit, don't come out. No. La takhruja. No. Do not, the two of them do not come out. La takhruju, right? La takhrujni, la takhruja, la takhrujna. This is feminine. And then, of course, here it is la akhruj and la akhruj, la nakhruj. Okay. So this is, keep in mind, there is a prohibition whereby you are commanding, and there is a negation. That means you say, we don't do it. We don't lie. We don't backbite. We, for example, don't steal. These are not negation. These are just negation. These are not prohibition. We are just informing others that we don't do these kind of things. I don't lie. I don't backbite. I don't steal. Right? This is just negation. But no, prohibition. Don't lie. Don't backbite. Don't kill. No, don't steal. These are prohibition orders. Okay. This is we are coming to Nafi. So now we look at the ayat of Quran. Okay. But before that, there was a very good question, and I like this thing. Some of you are now reading Quran, and as you are reading Quran, what you are doing is that you are looking at the rules which you have paid, and then you find some difference. The moment you, for example, read the Quran, we have covered so many rules up to now. If you find that those rules do not appear either in the text or in the translation, then do try to find the reason. Okay, so somebody said, for example, here is an ayat of Quran, 146. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله سأصرف عن آيات الذين يتكبرون في الأرض بغير الحق وإن يروا كل آية لا يؤمنون بها وإن يروا سبيل الرشد لا يتخذوه سبيلا وإن يروا سبيل الغي لا يتخذوه سبيلا. Subhanallah is talking about some people who are so arrogant and that they want to just stay on the wrong path, despite all the kind of advice, all the kind of evidence, they still. Right? So Allah says, soon I shall turn away my signs to those who are unduly arrogant. People are arrogant, right? In the earth. Now it comes, so this, fully crisis, even though they should see every sign. So you can see they should see, there is no lam here, just for in yaraw. So the question was, there is no lam here, why still the translator said should? Now the answer, of course, in this case, what you should do, the best thing as you did also, the question also did, what you have to do is that maybe the person who's translating he understands in the context that although the lam is not there, but the context requires the word should be used, as a command. So what you do, you look at other translators. So again, for example, the same website which I use in Tanzil, I told you there are 18 translations in English, 18, just English alone. So take the, for example, main Karai, Pictol, Yusufali. Kuli Karai, as you know, is living and he is a Shia translator, right? Pictol is a English, who became Muslim and translated long ago in 1930s, right? His translation also is good, Pictol. And then Yusuf Ali, as you know, is a Sunni translator, but he is the most read translator, right? Yusuf Ali's translation, English has been reprinted 200 times, more than 200 times. It's so popular, right? So you can look at these three and see. So if you see here, for example, although Kuli Karai says, even though they should see every sign, you can see here Pictol says, even if they see each token, token believing it not. No. Or for example, Yusuf Ali says, even if they see all the signs, they will not believe in it. So I think the should here is just that's how the translator understood. Later on, when he revised, because this is what appears online, but the third edition which I have, I've been using this. When I checked there, the translator, because he's living, he has been again revising it. In fact, the 6th edition has come out. If you go to Amazon, I think you get the 6th edition. So he's now translating, saying, though they should not see, he has removed the word even, they said, though they should see every sign, they would not believe it. And if they see the way to rectitude, they will not follow it. And if they see the way to error, they will follow it. See? So now earlier he said, take it, now he says follow it. So he's changing it, right? So the question was that, for example, there is should here in the translation, although the lam is not there. So it's a good question, but answer is that no, the translator, he saw that there is a need of using should, perhaps as a that is his understanding. And sometimes he may be wrong, or maybe that's how he understood. So you look at other translators. So subhanAllah, if you look at other two translators, they will not use the should, okay? But I'm good. I'm glad very much that you people are now reading the Quran, and every time when you read the Quran, keep in back of your mind all the rules you have covered. Today, inshallah, we are completing level 7, so we have covered very many rules. Keep those rules in your mind, and then, of course, what you do is that see if those rules are being followed. If not, try to seek the answer. So thank you for that question. It has made me also look into it. The beauty about this ayat is, subhanAllah, وَإِن يَرَوْا وَإِن يَرَوْا وَإِن يَرَوْا 3 times in use, subhanAllah. وَإِن يَرَوْا, even if they see, even if they see, even if they see, وَإِن يَرَوْا, right? Subhanallah, you can see Allah is talking about the arrogant. Arrogant people are those that even if they see all the kind of signs of Allah, they will not believe it. Even if they see the reason, they will not take it. Even if, on the other hand, if they see something wrong, they will follow it. You can imagine. So there are people like that, subhanAllah. You can see Quran, what kind of wisdom is there, subhanAllah. So many things are included. Now we have some time. So let us look at the ayat of Quran. To answer your question, let us look at the ayat of Quran, whereby, okay, we look at the ayat of Quran, and what we'll do is that, we will try to find the prohibition, or we'll try to find negation. Okay? So this is, you can open the Quran. Please open the Quran, because we will need the translation. Make sure that you open the Quran as we are doing this thing, so it will also make things easier. So we go to Surah Al-Baqarah, right, ayat number 22, right, at the beginning. You'll excuse me in case if I take 2-3 minutes extra today. We want to complete this session, this slide especially, So we go to Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat number 22, right? لا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون, right? لا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. We have been told that فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. Okay, here's la, but that doesn't says, so do not set up equals to Allah while you know. So where is the negation, prohibition here?
لا تجعلوا.
La taj'alu, yeah. Do not set up, or not set up equal. La taj'alu. Billahi andadan. Any kind of, don't try to For example, if there is a power which is a very powerful country, for example, any country, still you cannot compare with Allah. No, salatu lillahi andadan. Try to do not set equals to Allah. Allah is the most powerful. Salatu lillahi andadan wa antum ta'lam, and you know, right? Yes. Next one. So we go to same surah, ayat number 35. Okay. We go to ayat number 35. Yes, Sister Samina.
La taqraba. La taqraba.
Oh, you just want to answer the question. Sorry. Yes. So it is la takraba. What? It is a prohibition. Good. What does it mean?
It means do not.
You open the Quran. Keep the translation. La takraba.
Yeah. Do not approach.
Yeah, do not approach. Not come near. Right? Yakub. And there is also amr here. There is also fa'il amr here in this ayat.
Taqraba.
That was prohibition. What is amr? There's also command. There's imperative also. That was prohibition. What is imperative here? وَكُلَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ الْجَنَّةَ وَكُلَا. O Adam, you and your wife stay in Jannat. وَكُلَا, and eat. مِنْهَا رَغَدًا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمَا. Try to eat whatever you want, as you wish. وَلَا تَقْرَبَ هَذَا الشَّيْء. Except that don't near this tree. So there is kula here, or kula, okay? Because kul is kaf with lam, kul is say. Kaf with lam is kul, means eat. Akala kul. Okay, akala kul, kala kul. Okay, so there is kala, he said, kul say is a command. Kuli, command to a girl, okay, to a woman, right? So akala is to eat. Ya'kulu, kul. So kula, that means, and you can eat. That means Allah says, oh Adam, you and wife, of course, you are welcome, stay in Jannat. And now Allah is giving permission that eat. Kula, no, if you go to ayat number 35, right, it says here clearly. No. And eat thereof freely, whensoever what you wish. Whensoever you wish, right? Haysuma shaitan. They were given permission freely in the garden, whatever they like, eat. Except don't go to this tree. And that is what is happening, right, with us in our life. Allah has given us so many ni'mat. Even then, for some reason, we want to go for haram. I don't know why. This is what happened, that they were told, don't go near this tree, and they went. Yes. Next one, 187. There are a number of prohibition, and also a number of commands. Anybody would like to do ayat number 187? You can open the Quran, please. It will help you to understand the concept. So go to ayat 187. In my page, it is page 39. Bismillah. Anybody? Yes, it's Dania.
So sorry, where does it start? What is it? وَلَا تُبَاشِرُوهُنَّ? Is that where it starts?
It
187?
starts with وَكُلُوا.
Oh, وَكُلُوا. Okay,
وَكُلُوا
sorry.
وَاشْرَبُوا. Here it is here, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's here.
Okay.
وَكُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا.
وكلوا واشربوا حتى يتبين لكم الخيط الأبيض من الخيط الأسود من الفجر. So here there's no prohibition, but there's the command كلوا واشربوا.
Yes.
من الخيط. ثم أتموا الصيام إلى الليل. أتموا is a command as well.
Good. Okay.
ولا تباشروهن وأنتم عاكفون في المساجد. لا تباشرون is sorry, ولا تباشروهن is the negation or the prohibition.
Yeah. Not negation, prohibition.
Prohibition.
Yeah. ولا تباشر. Do not have relation to That means men folk, of course, are being told they do not have relation with your spouses. ولا تباشرهن وأنتم عاكفون في المساجد. No. because people used to do i'tikaf, in the masjid. During that time, this is not allowed. Of course, in the month of Ramadan, after a person opens his fast, at night, the people who are married, they can have the relation, right? But of course, this will not be possible if they are in the masjid doing i'tikaf. Although it is already iftar time, people are eating, but because you are in the state of i'tikaf, that will not be allowed. Yes. Then
And then تلك حدود الله فلا تقربوها. لا تقربوها is the prohibition.
Yeah, again, it's prohibition. These are the limits of Allah. These are the limits set by Allah subhanahu. فَلَا تَقْرَبُوهَا. Don't even approach it. This is very beautiful. In Quran, you can see it doesn't say لَا تَفْعَلُوهَا. So لَا تَقْرَبُوهَا, that means do not even think of it. Do not even bring the mind that, oh, should I do this thing? No, let me do it. No. Don't even approach it. Don't go even near it. So that is prohibition. Yes. Next one. I'll just take 2 minutes of you, then we'll end, inshallah, at 9:50. I know it's already over time for me, but we started also 3 minutes late, so just let's finish at least as much as. Yes, next ayat. Anybody? Yes, Sister Yasmin?
Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la taqrabu. That is the continuation. La taqrabu.
Is what is it? Prohibition.
Prohibition.
Yeah. La taqrabu salata wa antum sukara. Right? If you open the Quran, what does it mean? That all those who believe not even approach prayers when you are intoxicant, right? Antum sukara. When you are not in your mind, that means a person who is intoxicant now, he doesn't know what is happening. Don't pray, right? Because when we pray, we are supposed to have our mind. So unfortunately, just now when we say our prayers, although we are not, intoxicated, but if you see, we are also not concentrated. One of the reasons that we have been told not to say prayers when a person is intoxicated is because he doesn't know what he's saying, right? But even we, for example, although we are saying our prayers, we know what we are doing, but most of the time we are absent. Our mind is so far, right? Instead of being namaz, we are thinking of so many other things. Subhanallah. So thank you very much for your patience. I understand, but other verses there also. Also in our text, the examples are there. Number of texts there. So that completes the discussion. All lesson 1 to lesson 5. Alhamdulillah, we are completed. I wanted to start lesson 6 today. It's there in the slide, but we could not. Okay. So thank you very much for being part of this particular course. I really appreciate that. We were able to get into verbs. We were able to cover all these things. So please let me know soon, or let Brother Ali know whether you'll be interested in continuing in level 8. That's one thing. Secondly, please let me know. I think if you attended 5 sessions or more, let us know. So we'll either give you credit of $50, right? Or you can decide, for example, to stay as a donation, whatever it is, that is your wish. But let us know so that inshallah we'll start doing this thing. Once we receive 9 to 10 commitments from you about the next course, we'll announce the date. It can be, for example, as soon as this month, November, or also early December, we'll let you know, inshallah. Any other questions? Please continue to pray for the brothers who are suffering in Palestine. They're really suffering. It's really going bad. It's almost, you can see what is happening there. It's mind-boggling, that we can see in this day and age such kind of if you see that in such kind of